Oh, this one started quickly, and I have similar opponents to previously. And I agree with what someone wrote in the chat, I forgot their name, in the end of the previous video, that he doesn't like this resign rule at the last move. I completely agree. This should not be a potential strategy for winning, to lose 20 points by resigning when you have 21 point lead but you're completely lost. So I think it should be like resigning should lose the same amount of points to the amount of pieces you have with some mathematical margin. So maybe -5 points or something, or 10. So this way it will also put pressure on you to calculate how many pieces you have. But I think it's in any case there should be an incentive to continue to play, because even if you get mated you lose 20 points, and if they grab all your pieces, which is this is a nice rule, if they grab all your pieces you don't lose the king. So you have this last trick idea, and you can push all your pieces forward and basically try to force an exchange to reduce the lead. So hope it was understood. Once again, if it's a bit complex what I was saying, then please elaborate in the comments. Do other people a favor and explain what I mean about these resigns at the last move, or watch the end of the previous video. Spoiler alert, my opponent resigned. Okay, so now I'm applying the same strategy, pushing my pawns in the center. Chris Newton says that you're suffering for my laziness. Interesting comment. But let's agree to disagree. Me being efficient with my time does not necessarily mean I'm lazy, even though one might say it. And I mean, I've asked for some people to volunteer, and we have had 7 volunteers. I gave them all tasks, and other than 2 who were still working on it, the other 5 just let's say quit on me right after they said they would do it. 1 month later I asked them what's going on with it, and they just basically bailed out. So I decided that if that's how people are going to offer their support, then I mean, why should I take so much of my precious time to edit my videos? As for your suffering, I mean, I don't know, the other option is to have a long video, and most of the people prefer to have 20-minute videos rather than a one long 3-hour version. So hope that answers your message, Mr. Newton, sorry. In the meantime, you can provide with a physical definition of the word suffering, the scientific definition having this last name. It's funny that when I respond to some people's comments, they take them back as if the words mean nothing when they say it. I mean, whenever you write something online, feel free to use your own judgment, but imagine that you're saying the same thing to a person you care about in their face. So there is a term for it, I forgot how to call it, but basically it's something like the golden rule, something like this. Respect others or treat others the way you want to be treated. Okay, so attacking my pawn, I'm just defending it. I have a very solid position. Currently I'm on the last place, but it's not gonna last for long. Okay, the red guy is under check. I could exploit it by capturing the a4 pawn with a knight. Wow, the blue guy is under check as well. Okay, so and yeah, bishop h3 would be a very nice move to get the blue queen if the yellow wouldn't be a douche and capture my bishop, but it's not a guarantee. There is never such a guarantee. So people prove to prefer the douchiness over other strategies in the past. So I'll just grab this pawn. Oh no! Yeah, now queen captures my knight with... Ah, no, actually, that's quite lovely. If it captures my knight, then the red rook will capture the queen. Okay. So overall it was a good move. At least materially speaking, it doesn't lose anything. Now I can... okay, so objectively, now what's gonna happen really depends on the player who plays blue. I'm gonna capture here, and if he's smart, he's gonna play with... Oh no! It's red. The red moved first. This was a bit silly of me. I shouldn't have done it. I should have captured the pawn with check, because I thought the blue guy would have a move and he would take the pawn on gamma 9 with check. But the red guy moves first. Okay. Yeah, checkmates still count and they're worth 20 points. Okay, but I'm not in the last place anymore. Even though trading my knight was a horrible decision. It might pay off at the end, like most of my horrible decisions in this particular stream. So, I mean, it did technically open up the red king, which is good. So, if I end up checkmating him, then this knight exchange would be a strategically correct move, especially taking into account that taking the pawn with check would have trapped my knight after the king move, and I would have been completely dependent on blue's creativity. Okay, so now I'll just push the knight here, and I'm almost checkmating because after the king moves up like this, I have a4 check. Double check is a very interesting concept here that's worth 15 points, and triple check worth 30 points, but for some reason no one has... I mean, only one player in my entire 4 chess career managed to do it. Okay, let's give him another check. Come on. Okay. So he moved the king away. Move, king, get off the way. My next move is a5 to continue the attack over the red player. It's a really funny concept that if the blue guy will like give check and the king will have only one square and I just basically cover this last square, I'm the one who gets the 20 points and was considered to checkmate red. So I feel good about my chances right now. So let's say a funny example would be if blue were to play knight to a8 check and I play a takes gamma, a5 takes gamma 6 checkmate, I will win. And now I will apply the same thing I just mentioned. The king has no moves. If it were red to move, he can capture the blue knight with the queen, but by doing this move I'm checkmating. So I'm gaining 21 points, 1 point for the pawn and 20 for the checkmate. And I only lost a knight so far, so it would be pretty safe to say that I'm leading, even though blue obliterated the red army by capturing many pieces, so he's not much behind. However, he exchanged a knight and bishop, so okay, my next move will probably be with my queen. Where? Or maybe with this pawn, just trying to promote it. It's pretty safe to say I'm gonna be at least on the second place, which is good news for my journey to 1600 rating. But maybe I don't always gain rating if I'm significantly higher rated than some others, than the average of the others, and I get second place. I think, I don't know how they calculate it, but the logical way to do it is that if I'm second place, it's as if I win against the third and the fourth and lose against the first. Okay, so now they're trying to attack me. This pawn and the discovered check all together. Okay. Let's handle with the first threat. Oh no, but now knight to h4 check. I should have castled. This would have been the best defense. Now knight h4 check is killing me. Ah, but he didn't do it. Okay, I think I can still castle, but maybe a safer approach would be to put the bishop or the... Let's do this. Oh no, I blundered this bishop here on delta 6, 7. Can take my pawn. Okay, my king is extremely exposed, so maybe the best thing I should do is ignore all the mighty threats. Wow, this is so risky. Okay, so my next couple of moves are queen to e2 followed by long castle. And hopefully they won't gang up on me. Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm protecting my knight and I'm preparing to castle long. Actually, I want to play maybe, and this knight to h4 is annoying, so maybe I'm not gonna castle quite yet. I'll play this pawn, opening my bishop. No, maybe open the other bishop afterwards. And see what happens. Now they're going to exchange queens. I want to be sophisticated, and I will be. I'll play this lovely move, going after the blue knight. So now that after blue captures the orange queen, oh no, once again I blundered the obvious. I'm being too sophisticated. Okay. Have to now castling long is no longer an option, so let's put the king here. My king is so open. I think my only real hope is that the blue guy will lose. Ah! I just noticed a nice trap I could have done. Okay, let's just capture. I need the yellow guy to mate the blue guy, and then it's me against yellow. He's a queen up, maybe even a bit. No, just a queen. Oh, and I blundered my rook and he didn't notice. Wow. Quite lovely. He blundered his knight. Okay. So I have to be the one mating blue. It would make a... Oh, blue resigned. Okay, so it's not now. If I beat yellow, then it's gonna be good for me. How can I do it? It's really difficult because he has a full rook up. Okay, let's push my pawn. He won't let me. Okay, so my main chance is... Oh, he's also a rook up, not only... Ah no, I have this rook. Okay, so he's a queen up, and he's 6 points, no, 8 points above me. But I have these nice lovely pawns. This queen on d5 kind of protects me, the corpse of the grey queen. He wants to open up the position for his rook. I won't let it happen. I'll just push my pawns. So this is already on the 7th rank. So I'm gonna have the queen and reduce his advantage the next move. I have a nice strategical advantage now. Especially taking into account the last move because I take his rook. So now he doesn't lead by 6 but only by, I don't know, like 4 points. And I have the queen. He has 2 pawns, no, 1 pawn up. My chances are much better than they used to be. Okay, let's try to create another queen. I think it's a good idea. And then start attacking. One more move, my pawn will become a queen by capturing either the bishop, the queen, or moving forward. Alright, no threats for the moment. And I have 3 queens, so I'm leading by a full queen. This pawn is 1 move away from promoting, so I need to maintain the blockade. But other than this, I'm feeling quite safe. So it's just regular chess. I have a queen up. There's no reason why I shouldn't win. Ah, and he even lost his rook, so I'm a queen and a rook up. Okay. So maybe the good strategy would be to just capture pieces instead of mating his king. So I increase my lead margin in case he resigns. So, and exchanging queens is in my favor. And this was a promoted pawn also. Okay. Let's keep doing damage. So attack his queen, bring the rook. This is his real queen, I think. So if I take it, I'm gonna gain quite some points. Okay, all my queens are coming for him. I wanna capture the bish. This check I think is good. And he resigned and I won. Nice. It was checkmate in 2 because I'll just demonstrate. If king were to move to zeta 10, then I would have queen from epsilon 7 to epsilon 9. I know I can just show with my pointer, but it's more fun to practice this way. So king moves here, queen here is checkmate. Okay, so once again, saving time by stopping the stream. Don't go anywhere, I'll play another game. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.